So as we want to plan an experiment to obtain the hydrated crystals of nickel sulfate, we want to obtain water from these hydrated crystals of nickel sulfate. So what will be the first point? We will place hydrated crystals of nickel sulfate in the flask. You can mention a specific name like a round bottom flask. You can mention. Usually when we supply the heat energy, we prefer that a round bottom flask, but only mentioning a flask is also fine. So place the hydrated crystals of nickel sulfate in a flask, but how you will place them? So what apparatus you will use? By the help of how we
Spatula,
can
right?
spatula.
Spatula.
Yes, good. So by the help of a spatula, you will place them. Whenever you plan an experiment, try to utilize maximum number of apparatus, like try to utilize maximum number of the components which can be used to explain your answer. Then we place on the tripod stand with the wire gauze, means the wire net is there. The wire net is there, a wire gauze is there. And then heat heat by the help of Bunsen burner. Then what we will do after supplying a heat energy, we connect condenser to remove the heat energy from the water vapors and collect the distillate or collect water as distillate in the beaker. Okay. And what we'll observe, because we have to mention, we'll observe the color of the crystals will change. Or it will turn paler or lighter. Then we will test the distillate, test the boiling point of distillate. And if it's a pure water, it will boil at 100 °C. So that's how you plan the experiment. Okay. How does the condenser work? The question, Shad, your question, how the condenser work? Look, a condenser is having a tube which is usually made up of glass, and it is surrounded by a water jacket. Means surrounding of a condenser, the water is present. Okay. Now what happens when we add a water, a cold water is added from here. This water will flow around this glass tube. And what this water will do? It will absorb the heat energy from the vapors. So when it will absorb the heat energy from the vapors, these vapors, as they lose their heat energy, it will condense and it will turn into liquid. So the water in the surrounding jacket is not entering the glass tube, it's just surrounding it. It's just cooling it. And after absorbing the heat energy, the water will move out. So the condenser, the purpose of the condenser is to remove heat energy. Is it clear, this one? Anyone having a doubt or a question? Any doubt or a question?